We've seen previously how to clip an image inside a single shape. We have used a rectangle, some kind of a star, some fancy star. Now we are going to see how we are going to clip an image inside multiple shapes. Okay, you can see the foot, you can see this one over here, and some hexagons and stories like this. So let's start. Let's take this shape over here. You notice that this shape, first of all, it's in a own layer, that's layer 3. But I have several shapes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know what. Let's put an image here. So we go to File, Place, and let's go to Texture. Okay, and we do the texture just like this. And of course, Properties, Arrange, Send to Back. Let's go back to Layers, and we are in the same layer. Pretty good. Now, if I select everything, and from Properties, I go to Make Clipping Mask, it will do a strange and weird clipping mask. Sometimes nothing. So I'm gonna undo this. What you have to do is to create a compound path, meaning making all these shapes as a single path. I'm gonna select all the shapes, remove the image. I deselect the image by pressing Shift and clicking on it, and go to Object, and you have compound path here. In the next lecture, we see a lot about the compound path, and I'm gonna make the compound path. If I come back to layers here and I look in my layer, I will see compound path. Pretty good. And I have the image. I'm going to select both of them, come to Properties and Make Clipping Mask. And here you are. This is how you combine shapes together using the compound path, and you put an image and you create a clipping mask. Same for these guys. So I'm going to select them all just to give you another example. Object, compound path, and make. So I have a compound path. I can check, did I get a compound path? Yes. Let's bring an image, File, Place. Let's bring the mountains. I think it's good. And we do the mountain just over here. Let's go like this. Not too big. Fine. Properties and Arrange and Send to Back. I can see my shape. I'm going to select my shape. Notice now my shape is one, or all the shapes are one shape. And then I select the image and Make Clipping Mask, and beautiful. I did something small for you here. You can do exactly the same. You can select them all, go to Object and Compound Path, and bring an image, for example, Edit or File, Place, and let's take the color one now, and we want to place it just over here, just like this. Okay, and Arrange, Send to Back. I can see them all. Select all of them. Hopefully I'm in the same layer. Actually, I am. And then Object, Clipping Mask, Make, or you could have come to Properties. It seems I done a mistake. The clipping mask did not work. So I'm going to select them all, and notice I do not have a compound path here. So I'm going to go to Object, Compound Path, and Make again. And now I can see the compound path. That's very good. Select the image and the compound path, Object, and Clipping Mask, Make. And this is very nice. Okay, you can work a lot of things like this. By the way, I forgot to mention that editing is exactly the same. You can use your white arrow, come over, click on the mask or somewhere it's visible. Your image has been selected, you can see it. Go back with the black arrow and you can edit the image the way you would like, move it around or make it smaller, whatever. When you finish, just click out. Also, you can use the other option, Object, Clipping Mask, and Edit Content, and now you can edit your image. So it's exactly the same like using a single shape. If you select and come to Object and go Clipping Mask and Release. So now you have released the image from the mask. That's what you have done. Let's click out because they are both selected now and move the image. So you notice you have lost the fill and the stroke for these shapes. So it's good to give them a certain stroke to see them again. Cool, I will undo that and that and that and stay with the lovely clipping over here. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video with some text clipping just like this.